Welcome back to the second quarter of the Bobby Dupre Show, along with my sidekick, Mr. Andrew Gitros.
Good morning.
And we're going to get on into a little sports here. And I guess the biggest thing that's occurred since our last program was the Daytona 500, which is the Super Bowl of stock car racing, NASCAR racing. And
they start with the Super Bowl in that business.
And they start with the Super Bowl. And they've been testing probably for 30 to 40 days over there, because they've come out with the 6th model of automobile, and they're very, very happy. When they had come out with the last edition, there was quite a few complaints and all, but it looks like they've worked more closely with the engineers who have to race these cars. And when I say engineers, I remember when they first started NASCAR on television. Let's put it that way. It's an old sport, but when it became real popular and it got onto television, there were many of the vehicles that had mechanical breakdowns. And you notice now there could be possibly one, maybe two per week.
Right.
And that's running at a high
200 miles an hour.
And the RPM just stays up there, and they show it to you. It's not they're talking. The announcer can say something, but they have the live cam in the vehicles on several of the vehicles, just in case their star driver has an accident. The show goes on. Well, hey, that's pretty good. The show goes on, and the ratings this week were the highest they've been in probably 10 or more years because of one person. Danica.
So? Come on.
That's right.
Well, I thought them NASCAR, they're not good with women and all that, huh?
Well,
but what you
I'll tell you what, she qualified.
Did you hear the crowd scream when she went to first place?
She qualified on the pole, fastest driver in the timing. And ran 8th, which was very, very good. And she was third until the last, at the end.
That's where her inexperience in this style of racing came in. She's used to the other style, the Indy style, so she's having to learn.
What it is, she just didn't have the fella.
Nobody helped.
Helping her. You see, she's got a boyfriend that's a racer, and she came out better than him. He could, but he wasn't around
to help
her.
She might need more than one boyfriend.
she might have to leave those boyfriends alone
and just make some regular friends.
Yeah, but anyhow, it put a lot of spice.
For sure.
And she seems,
and she's talented, very
talented, and has the beauty, but well-spoken, intelligent speaker, and good for the sport. We always need something. And what are we going to do to spike up this show? We're getting old on this show.
We got to get a good-looking girl. That's what we got to put on.
We'll put them right in the middle right here.
That'll work just fine.
That's right. That's right. But we hope you enjoy the program. You can tell we enjoy bringing it to you. And I've been to the Daytona 500. I've attended that race, and I mentioned briefly last week, Ramp had kind of put Daytona 500 with a bunch of question marks. Well, he couldn't go, and I couldn't go either. Too many things. Maybe next year.
The bad thing was the accident the day before. In the Nationwide Series, they had a car and injured some people in the stands. I think no one was critically injured.
Whoa,
everybody
got a couple,
better.
Yeah, well, one for sure. Yeah, one or two of them.
It was scary.
They're already looking at filing suits, and they get in line.
That's how it works.
They on your ticket there's a pretty big disclaimer. And it's kind of like some of this medicine. Now, let's talk about something when you're watching television today, and they come up with a new brand. And I don't know who can take that medicine, because it covers just about every illness out there. If you have that or had that, do not take this.
Well, why are you taking medicine if you don't have problems? I mean, that's how it works, right?
But I'm telling you, it's fun to listen to it. I don't know how many of you all have paid attention, but pay attention to I call it a disclaimer, and that's what it really is. But they use some other fancy word. I'm from Plaisance. That's the only word that I learned.
Well, while we're on the medical business, how about LHC Group? All your home health care needs. If you need a little help with your medicine, they'll send the therapists in, they'll send the nurses in that maybe can help you as well. Home health is what they specialize in. They can get those lift those lift chairs, the special beds, the oxygen equipment that can handle all that type of things, all the stuff you associate with home. They've got hospice care and palliative care also associated with home health care type work. They do extended care in a lot of your local hospitals, like the Opelousas General Health System here. And they've also got the Health and Wellness Center here on Heather Drive in Opelousas.
Big project going on right now.
Oh, with the tennis courts and the parking lots, they're expanding.
But, well, they're building a building, but
we need to find out what's going on.
Well, I thought it was going to be a parking lot, but it's another building,
you need to,
good for the community.
You need to figure that out. How about one more sponsor while we're going? Let's go with the Steamboat Warehouse. Get Mama away from the smell of her own cooking. Head down to beautiful Washington. That weather's just gorgeous right now. When you finish piddling in your yard, you know, people starting to do a little spring cleaning around the house. Get Mama out and go to Steamboat and try that great steak, that great seafood. Chef owner Jason Hugay, always best of the best chef, entrepreneur of the year with the Louisiana Restaurant Association. Go by, you'll enjoy it. The wine selection, the adult libations, all wonderful.
We had started pictures with the picture of Chad and then the Jack brothers. And where's my sunset? It'd be hard to get to. If it is, just leave it alone.
You like to make me run around, but I got it right here. How's that?
We always have to have a sunset. We just, it's something we try to have, and we even get people that send us a beautiful sunset. And this was taken in my front yard looking to the west. And that's between those oak trees that Jim Frugier planted many, many years ago. Today they're big and strong and healthy.
And you want to go to this?
And I had stopped in at King's Truck Stop. That would have been, Saturday or the 20th. I think it was.
Some days ago. How's that?
Some days ago. And I met this couple, and I've got their names. Just hold tight, y'all. Don't. Okay, right in here, King's Truck Stop.
There it is. It was Saturday.
This is the Hicks family.
Right.
And they from the Shreveport area. I asked them if they knew the Greek, Jimmy Patterson Insurance, and they said, we sure know of him. And I overheard them talking, and they named a couple of people that have worked, their friends that have worked with Jimmy. This is a real nice couple. They were going to New Orleans. Well, that was Thursday because I was on the way to...
You sure, huh? Because the man who wrote that note wrote Saturday on it, so I don't know.
Well, no, that's another couple.
Oh, okay.
That's another couple. This year, they're going to New Orleans. I was going to attend a boxing commission meeting.
And then there's the boxing commission.
And then this is one of the boxing commissioners, Mr. Buddy Embanada, and his lovely wife, who I had never met. And I've been on the commission, I think, about 9 years now. And Miss Karen, and Karen, of course, is... educator, has retired from the public school system and is now working for one of the Catholic schools in the Monroe area.
Very good.
Beautiful couple. And on the left here is Dr. Tommy Ferguson, and he's out of Houma, Louisiana, and he knows Dr. Graffanina, Frank Graffanina from Opelousas, Louisiana, who lives in Houma. And his knowledge and his certification as a doctor came in handy because we had a hearing, and we had to talk to this young man about taking too many punches. Oh, yeah. And Megan had come in, and when we took a break for lunch, she says, took a break later, she says, I didn't know y'all got into things like that. She says, y'all get pretty technical there. I said, well, that's why we recommended a doctor to replace Mr. Johnny, when Mr. Johnny Raymond retired. We asked him, he wanted to be on the board, and we needed a doctor. And this young man was just taking, we feel, too many punches, too many punches. And this is Russell Nakan. He's one of the deputy commissioners, fight commissioners. He handles boxing. There's Megan. We were at lunch. And then the next picture, I think, is the general manager of the food and beverage department at the Monteleon, the historic Monteleon Hotel. And this area here has just been completely renovated. It's beautiful. It's a restaurant. They have a bar. They have a nice dancing area. And you walk from the carousel. You're leaving the pictures up too long.
There you go.
Okay, we talking to our, we have a new man at the trigger now. And they, of course, really have modernized the seating for the restaurant and the dancing area, and of course the carousel, which is famous in New Orleans and in the world for that matter, still there, turning 24/7. And here is a young lady that I think that must have been
in the vault.
Saturday. She's in the vault at Java Square, and that's the new coffee shop. And they have little sandwiches now and rolls to go with your coffee, and real nice. It's on the corner of what that would be. Court Street and Landry Street.
Correct.
And Lee Fall Finance was there for a number of years.
Santa
This
Claus,
beautiful
Lee
young
Fall.
girl is Ann Blumrich. Her mama is Pat Blumrich.
Really?
And Pat's husband and Ann's daddy is Mike Blumrich. And of course, that's Miss Bertha Hogruder Blumrich's son.
Everybody knows Miss Bertha for years, worked at the K&B. When you went to buy your party
liquor,
party liquor, she was the lady that would help.
Hogruder and kin to me. And so it was nice meeting this young lady. We were sitting down having breakfast at the Palace Cafe Saturday morning, and she walked by, and of course, she works for parish government. She works at the Delta Grand. She's one of the employees there, along with our friend
Tammy
Lamonti. And she's getting married in a couple of months, I think it is.
So they were taking a few photos around the courthouse?
They were taking around the courthouse. I took a picture with her at the Big Oak, and that's her photographer.
I like a camera.
And Courtney Sturmer from Krotz Springs. When she said Sturmer, I said, "You must be from Krotz Springs."
Definitely.
She said, "How you know?" I said, "That's the only place I ever heard of the Sturmers from."
And there's a Jim Bowie Oak.
Oh, boy, she dressed me up nice.
Oh, I tell you what.
Makes me look good.
Hard to look bad when you're standing by a pretty girl.
Yes, sir. She's gorgeous. And this is what you were talking about.
King's Truck Stop.
King's Truck Stop, and that is Saturday and around 1:25. And we're looking at Mr. Shelby and Miss Elizabeth and Ballard. And her claim to fame is she's from Chautauqua, Louisiana.
No kidding.
Her daddy was Mr. Lionel Manuel. Her mama, who survived, and that's where they were coming back from Chautauqua on the way back to their home around the Baton Rouge area. And her mama's name is Miss Anita Manuel. So if anybody sees Miss Anita, be sure to tell her that we mentioned her, and we hope her health is doing well. Real nice couple. Had a great visit. And then I always like to really
talk to everybody.
I guess you could say.
That's the way to say
but
it.
This girl here, this young lady here, she's not a girl anymore. She's a young lady, Lakeisha, at King's Truck Stop, just has that super personality. Keep that smile up, girl, and everybody out there that works with people, if you keep a smile, they're going to get that first impression is going to be good. And after all, that's the first impression is so very important. And you remember at one of our sponsors, Blaine Gear, is connected with both of these truck stops, the Quarters. I showed a couple of the young ladies working at the convenience store there that were very friendly. And the same thing at Cash Magic in Eunice. Saw that young lady on the way to our motorcycle ride the other day.
That's definitely what you need at the front door.
You want somebody that's nice and friendly, and I've always tried to do that. I hope y'all feel that way.
Well, we're going to have to take a 1-minute break. It's halftime already.
What?
We got to go in the locker room and get rubbed down and get our game plan for the second half. So we hope y'all all stay tuned, and we'll see you on the other side of 1 minute.